Good evening. My name is Rebecca Simjian, and I would like to welcome you to the 18th annual Battle of the Books program. This is an event that brings the community together to support our children and their reading habits. I would like to extend our appreciation to our viewers at home. Thank you for watching our event this evening. I would like to thank our sponsor for making this evening possible, the Glendora Public Library Friends Foundation. Thank you. We are excited to have 8 teams of students from 6th through 12th grade representing schools from around Glendora set and ready. This evening's trivia competition is based on 3 books. Each team was given an official set of books upon registration to use while preparing for the battle. This evening's books are Airborne by Kenneth Oppel, The Apothecary by Mail Malloy, and finally, The Race of the Century, The Battle to Break the 4-Minute Mile, Scholastic Focus Edition by Neil Bascom. Now for the rules. The Master of Ceremonies will ask the questions, and a panel of judges will make the final decision on all answers. Our scorekeeper, Ashley Miller, will keep track of the game and will inform us when a team is eliminated from the competition. Each team will consist of 3 members. Each team will be asked 1 question per turn. Team members should consult each other before giving an answer. If the team answers a question correctly, you will hear this sound. And they will remain in the contest. If a team provides an incorrect answer, you will hear this sound. And they will be penalized with 1 missed question. When a team misses 2 questions, they are unfortunately eliminated from the competition. Teams will have 15 seconds to answer each question. After 10 seconds, the team will be prompted for their answer. If the team has not given a correct answer within 15 seconds, they will be charged with a missed question. The questions and their answers have been taken directly from the books. Team members should remember to phrase their answers as close to the books as possible. The first answer given will be considered the final answer. There will be no opportunity to change, clarify, or add to the answer. The judges' rulings are final. With that, I would like to remind everybody to please have fun.
Okay, so we're going to get started with our first team, the Book Adventures. Now please stand up. And we have Akshay Garam, a 10th grader from San Dimas High School, Arjun Johinth, a 10th grader from Troy Tech High School, and Ratan Mohan, a 10th grader from San Dimas High School.
In which book did most of the story take place on an airship?
Airborne.
Next up, we have Booked for the Weekend. And we have Caroline Ralph, Ivy Stoll, and Olivia Toe, all 7th graders from Goddard Middle School.
In which book could a dose of magic save the world?
The Apothecary.
Up next, we have JJ Cafe, and we have Jariah Lamb, a 6th grader from Sandberg Middle School, and Josiah Wu, an 8th grader homeschooled.
In which book did the events take place on a track?
The race of the century.
Up next, we have NBD. Nathan Denny, Brett Faber, and Drake Lee, all seventh graders from Goddard Middle School.
In which book did a 14-year-old girl and her parents move from Los Angeles to London?
The Apothecary.
Next, we have the Page Turners, and we have Ann Shee, Faye Shee, and Jeffrey Wang, all from Goddard Middle School, 2 in 8th grade, 1 in 6th grade.
In which book were there athletes from 3 different continents competing for the same goal?
The Race of the Century.
Up next, we have Story Keepers 3.0, and we have Abigail Applegate, Sophia Kong, and Fatima Tai, all from Goddard Middle School in 8th grade.
In which book was a young man unfairly passed over for a promotion that was given to a less qualified individual?
Airborne.
Next, we have the Washington Brawlers, and we have Vihan Gubala, a 6th grader from Washington Elementary, Moksha Jamula, a 7th grader from Royal Oak Middle School, and Aditi Konkumudi, a 7th grader from Royal Oak Middle School.
In which book did a boy dream of becoming a spy?
The Apothecary.
And lastly, we have Washington Page Turner Legends, and we have Adam Aranki, a 6th grader from Washington Elementary, Ashmi Rath, a 6th grader from Washington Elementary, and Satya Shri Vadru, an 8th grader from Royal Oak Middle School.
In which book was one of the main characters researching the effects of running on the human body?
Race of the Century.
And that is the end of round 1, and we still have all teams in the game. Book Adventures, round 2.
In which book did a granddaughter verify her grandfather's scientific discovery?
Airborne.
Up next, Booked for the Weekend.
In which book did the main characters use shoes with spikes on the soles for traction?
The Race of the Century.
JJ Cafe.
In which book was a boy's father kidnapped?
The Apothecary.
NBD.
In which book were individuals marooned on a tropical island?
Airborne.
Page Turners.
In which book was a passion for running showcased?
The Race of the Century.
Story Keepers 3.0.
In which book were potions discovered and tested?
The Apothecary.
The Washington Brawlers.
In which book was a new species discovered?
Airborne.
Washington Page Turner Legends.
In which book were coaches crucial to an athlete's success?
Race of the century.
And that is the end of round 2, and we still have 8 teams in the game. Round 3, book adventures.
Who taught Matt Cruz the names and stories of the constellations?
His father.
Booked for the weekend.
What was the name of the apothecary's ancient book?
A pharmacopoeia.
JJ Cafe.
How many laps around a track does it take to equal 1 mile?
4 laps.
NBD.
What did Janie's parents do for a job?
They were actors.
That was incorrect. Could we see the answer? Page turners, you're up.
What was the name of the drill the high school students practiced when they got under to their desks?
Bomb drill.
Story Keepers 3.0.
What was the name of the luxury airship?
The Aurora.
The Washington Brawlers.
What was the last name of the Aurora's captain?
Joaquin.
Washington Page Turner Legends.
Where did the Scots landlady tell them to get penny coins for the gas heater and hot water bottles for their beds?
The apothecary shop.
And that is the end of round 3. And we still have 8 teams in the game. Round 4, book adventures.
Who was a researcher, a medical student, and a runner?
Roger Bannister.
Booked for the weekend.
The smell of hydrium gas was compared to the smell of which fruit?
Mango.
JJ Cafe.
What was the name of Janie's new school in London?
St. Bede's Junior High School.
NBD.
After realizing he would never be an Olympic gold medalist, Roger Bannister's new racing goal became the first to do what?
Ooh, run the 4-minute mile.
Please put your hands together for NBD. Page turners, you're up.
What did Roger Bannister study at Oxford?
Medicine.
Story Keepers 3.0.
Who gave Matt Cruz his compass?
His father.
The Washington Brawlers.
What was Wes Santee's major in college? We need an answer from the team. I'm sorry, the correct answer is physical education, PE.
Up next, we have Washington Page-Turner Legends.
What did St. Bede's students wear in school that Janie did not have to wear in school in Los Angeles?
Uniforms.
And that is the end of round 4, and we have 7 teams left in the game. Round 5, book adventures.
Matt Cruz had hoped to be promoted to what position?
Junior sailmaker.
Booked for the weekend.
What weather condition causes races to be canceled because the track is not runnable?
Rain.
JJ Cafe.
What subject were students at St. Bede's required to take that Janie knew nothing about?
Latin.
Page-Turners.
Kate wanted to take the trip on the airship because of whom?
Her grandfather.
Storykeepers 3.0.
Who was the first runner to beat the 4-minute mile in 3 minutes 59.4 seconds?
Roger Bannister.
The Washington Brawlers, you're up.
What was the name of the airship owner's son who was chosen to be the junior sailmaker?
Mr. Lunardi.
Washington Page-Turner Legends.
What was the name of the Latin teacher at St. Bede's?
Mr. Danby.
And that is the end of round 5 with 7 teams still in the game. Round 6, book adventures.
Roger Bannister was not favored to win at the Empire Games in 1954. What term is used for the athlete who is less favored than the others?
An underdog.
Booked for the weekend, you're up.
What was Kate's hobby?
Photography.
JJ Cafe.
What was the name of the boy in Janie's Latin class who gave up his desk for her?
Sergei Shuskin.
Page-Turners.
In what state did Wes Santee grow up?
Kansas.
Storykeepers 3.0.
What was the duck and cover drill supposed to protect students from?
A bomb.
The Washington Brawlers.
At the beginning of the story, while serving as a lookout, what did Matt Cruz see drifting about 100 feet above the airship?
An air balloon called the Endurance.
Washington Page-Turner Legends.
On an airship, it was the lookout's job to watch for which 2 factors.
Other airships and
Your mic. One more time.
other airships and anything that can block their flight plan.
And that is the end of round 6 with 7 teams still in the game. Round 7, book adventures.
What was the name of the Australian man who competed to break the 4-minute mile?
John Landy.
Booked for the weekend.
When Janie was walking home from school in Los Angeles, she got what feeling?
That she was being watched.
JJ Cafe.
In what city were the 1952 Olympics held?
Helsinki.
Page turners.
What was the name of the hot air balloon that was in distress?
The Endurance.
Storykeepers 3.0.
Janie's father asked the apothecary for hot water bottles, chocolate bars, aspirin, and a cure for what?
Homesickness.
The Washington Brawlers.
What was the name of the ship's doctor on the Aurora?
Holiday.
Washington Page Turner Legends.
What was the first and last name of the student with wide blue eyes and a long blonde braid who showed Janie to her Latin class?
Sarah Pennington.
And that is the end of round 7 with 7 teams still in the game. Round 8, book adventures.
What was the first and last name of Wes Santee's coach at the University of Kansas?
Bill Easton.
Booked for the weekend, you're up.
Matt Cruz's home was in what city?
Lionsgate City.
JJ Cafe.
Mr. Danby was a hero in the war. What did he do during the war?
He saved people from bombs. Yeah, that's wrong.
Page turners, you're next.
What was the first and last name of John Landy's coach?
Percy Cerruti.
Storykeepers 3.0.
Benjamin thought alchemists were crackpots because they tried to make what?
Gold.
The Washington Brawlers.
What was the name of the chef on the Aurora?
Chef Vlad.
Washington Page Turner Legends.
Benjamin asked Janie if she played what game?
Yes.
And that is the end of round 8 with 7 teams still in the game. Round 9, book adventures.
What was the name of the school for individuals who wanted to work on airships?
Airship Academy.
Booked for the weekend, you're up.
When When Janie and Benjamin went to Hyde Park to play chess, what did Benjamin ask Janie to do for him?
Watch Mr. Shishkin.
Up next, JJ Cafe.
Who felt displaced at the Helsinki Olympics because he was left without a coach?
Wes Santee.
Page turners.
Goldbeater skin was made from the intestine of which animal?
A cow.
Storykeepers 3.0.
In the first Olympic Games, the athletes ran naked and barefoot, and the winner was crowned with what?
Laurel leaves.
Up next, Washington Brawlers.
Who arranged big cutting knives in order of size when he was upset?
Jeff Flood.
Washington Page Turner Legends.
What was the full name of the wooden-legged man?
And that is the end of round 9 with 7 teams still in the game. Round 10, Book Adventures.
Who called Otto Lunardi a stingy old goat?
The captain.
Up next, Book for the Weekend.
Where did Leonid Shishkin work?
For the Russian embassy.
JJ Cafe.
After the Helsinki Olympics, the British Empire team with Bannister and Landy ran against the American team with Santee. Which team won?
The British team.
Please put your hands together for JJ Cafe. Up now, Page Turners.
From whom did the pirates plan to steal jewels and pretty trinkets?
The passengers.
Storykeepers 3.0.
What did Benjamin think Mr. Shishkin did while he sat on the park bench reading the newspaper?
Pass secret messages.
Up now, the Washington Brawlers.
Which 23-year-old athlete suffered furious fans, newspaper articles on how he had let his country down, and scrutiny from people on the street when he returned from the Helsinki Olympics?
Roger Bannister.
Washington Page Turner Legends.
What was the first thing the Aurora captain sent Matt, Baz, and Bruce into the island to find?
Water.
And that is the end of round 10. Now we have 6 teams left in the game. Round 11, book adventures.
When someone broke into the shop where Benjamin's father When someone broke into the shop, where did Benjamin's father tell Janie and Benjamin they must hide?
The cellar underneath.
Up now, book for the weekend.
Which athlete trained by watching his shadow as he ran?
John Landy.
Page turners.
Chief Wireless Officer Featherstone was shot for trying to send what signal?
An SOS.
Storykeepers 3.0.
When Benjamin and Janie went to the park on Sunday to spy again, who joined Mr. Shiskin on the park bench?
Benjamin's father.
The Washington Brawlers.
How many nights a week did John Landy train?
4 to 5.
Please put your hands together for the Washington Brawlers. Oh, I'm sorry, Washington Page Turner Legends.
Who confirmed to Kate that they were indeed on the island her grandfather had discovered? We need an answer from your team.
Matt.
And that is the end of round 11, and we have 5 teams left in the game. Round 12, book adventures.
When Benjamin and Janie arrived at Physic Garden, who unlocked the gate to let them in?
The gardener.
Booked for the weekend.
What animal did Milo of Croton carry every day while walking, strengthening his arms slowly as the animal grew?
A pig.
Page turners, you're up.
What did Kate use to transport and store the bones she collected?
A carpet bag.
Storykeepers 3.0.
Benjamin was able to get up to Janie's bedroom by climbing up what to get to her window ledge?
A tree.
Washington Page Turner Legends.
What type of training is used when running one fast lap followed by one slow lap?
Interval training.
And that is the end of round 12 with 5 teams still left in the game. Round 13, book adventures.
How old was Matt when he began working on the Aurora?
13.
Please put your hands together for book adventures. Booked for the weekend, you're up.
What was Janie doing when Benjamin tapped on her window?
Writing in her diary.
Up now, page turners.
There was a general belief around 1927 that overtraining could damage what specific organ?
The heart.
Story Keepers 3.0.
Where did Kate and Matt find shelter after they were unexpectedly caught in the tropical storm?
A cave.
Washington Page Turner Legends.
While Janie's parents would be on location for work, who would look after Janie?
Miss Parrish.
And that is the end of round 13. And now we have 4 teams left in the game. We're nearly there. Round 14, booked for the weekend.
What was Wes Santee's college team name?
Kansas City Jayhawks.
Page Turners, you're up.
How was the hydrium transferred from the cave to the ship?
Rubber hosing.
Story Keepers 3.0.
At school, who does Janie confide in about the book and the disappearance of Benjamin's father?
Mr. Danby.
Washington Page Turner Legends.
What organization was founded in 1888 by a group of private athletic clubs, led by the New York Athletic Club, to promote amateur sports and codify its rules? We need an answer from the team.
The AAA.
Please put your hands together for Washington Page Turner Legends. And that is the end of round 14. We have 3 teams left in the game. Remaining teams, to stay in the game, you must get your question right. Round 15, booked for the weekend.
Santee had a ritual of eating what before running a race?
Oatmeal and tea.
Please put your hands together for booked for the weekend. Page Turners.
Cruz had Chef Vlad put sleeping elixir in what type of food that was going to be served to the pirates?
Fish soup.
Story Keepers 3.0.
What year did World War II end? We need an answer, please.
1945.
And that is the end of round 14. And we have, do we have 3? Or we have 2 teams left in the game. Round 15, Page Turners.
According to her mother, who was in the black sedan that was following Janie home from school in Los Angeles?
Government marshals.
Story Keepers 3.0.
Who was Matt Cruz competing with to count all of the shooting stars?
Baz.
And that is the end of round 15, and we still have 2 teams left. Round 16, page turners.
When Janie and her parents arrived at Heathrow Airport in London, Janie saw a framed picture on the wall. Who was in that picture?
Queen Elizabeth II.
Story Keepers 3.0.
In what hospital did Roger Bannister train to be a doctor?
St. Mary's Hospital.
And that is the end of round 17. Since both teams got those questions right, we're going to go again. No pressure. Page turners, you're up.
What device did crews use to see the hot air balloon?
A spyglass.
Story Keepers 3.0.
How many yards are in a mile?
$1,760.
And that is the end of round 18 with still 2 teams left in the game. We're going to go again. No pressure. Round 19, page turners.
Who paid Benjamin's school fees at St. Bede's?
Societies of the Apothecaries.
Story Keepers 3.0.
How old was Wes Santee when he participated in the Helsinki Olympics?
$21.
And that is the end of round 19. That's okay. Don't be discouraged. We're going to go again. Round 20, page turners.
The enormous gas cells on the airship were made of what fabric?
Gold beater skin.
Story Keepers 3.0.
What number were the Helsinki Olympics?
$72nd.
Ooh. Okay, congratulations. We have a winner. Page turners.
Congratulations.
And in second place, we have Story Keepers 3.0.
So I would like to, we're going to go ahead and award the second and then the first place winners for this year's Battle of the Books. Again, this is a lot of energy, time, and effort from our committee, from our teams, and from our staff. And congratulations, everybody. So second and then first place. Just a reminder, Battle will be available online on the city's website. And we'd like to once again thank our sponsor, our Glendora Public Library Friends Foundation. Till next year. Anything from my coworker up here?
No, till next year. Thank you guys. You guys worked so hard. You guys should be proud of yourselves.
Nice job, Battle Committee.